Hello everyone, my name is Kaushik and I am a student of Urban Planning 590 course. The aim of this tutorial is to show the technologies involved in overlaying WMS, that is a web map service, onto Google Maps. For the tutorial, the data is from the Great Lakes region GIS data and specifically focusing on the principal fort facilities. The data is stored in a GeoServer platform, which is an open source software server that allows users to share and edit geospatial data. GeoServer is a reference implementation of the Open Geospatial Consortium, the OGC, services like WFS, WCS and WMS. Our tutorial tries to bring the use of WFS, that is the Web Feature Service, and WMS, that is the Web Map Service capabilities by using the pre-made standard requests to get the data from the server. Starting off, firstly our task is to create a HTML web page which incorporates a small Google map in it. To do this, we have few common Google Maps API functions, and those are shown in the following steps for the next few minutes. So the steps start off by writing the code in a notepad editor. The editor which I am using is Notepad++, and here is the HTML code. This is a basic HTML page header, which is a common format used in many of the HTML pages. You can get this in my web page source code, which is my web page address is mywebspace.whisk.edu/bekkem/mashups/overlay1.html. Now in this there is some small text which says script type text JavaScript. This is where we start our JavaScript, and JavaScript is the place where we write the Google Maps API functionalities, and after that we have the normal HTML body and the end code, and then we have the small code which is the body of the HTML file, wherein we have the functions like onLoad, which is a function which is called when the web page is loaded, and the styling on the web page like the title which says the overlay of WMS onto Google Maps, what is the width of the map, etc., and what is the color background, everything in HTML page. Now this part which is a script, the text.javascript, is a place where we write the function which is called initialize. It is a random name chosen. Now the following code shows the function initialize, wherein we have the Google Map API functionalities in it, wherein it calls the map, it does the WMS overlay and every other things which can be done. Now this function, we basically first step is to write just the code which brings in the map, the basic Google map. Now in this we have something called variable map equal to new gmap, then map canvas, and which actually loads the map. The map.setCenter function gives the center of the map, which is the latitude of 43 and longitude of -85, zoom level of 5, and then we have something like map.addControl function, which adds the zooming control, how the map is, like which type of map is it, the satellite map or the hybrid map. And then coming back to the HTML code, once we load the page, this function is initialized and we see the map is loaded according to this. Now talking about the overlay functions, first we have this ground overlay. Let us do the image overlay, wherein we define the boundaries of the image we want, which is 41 minus 93 and 48 minus 75 lat longs. And we have this request which says gis.glin.net 8080, and we have the following things in the request, which are like the projection, which is SRS EPSG4326, the layers, the request, which is get maps. EPSG4326 is the nearest projection to the Google Maps projection. The B box version, wherein it specifies the boundaries of the tile, the width, which is 264 pixels, and height, which is 264 pixels. And we have the transparency of the layer, which is transparent. Load the page, we have this type of image wherein the image is overlaid onto the Google Maps, and it's just an image, so once we cannot introduce as all the points because the image is fixed. If we want to extrapolate all the points or get into the overlaying points, the image will not give us the functionality of getting all the point data. So we either have to call the other versions like the GML or the KML from the WMS service, so that we have each point in particular, and there are functionalities for that.